Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostgeeks. We are here with a special episode featuring our two favorite Goliath brothers. Em and Chase are on an IRL long rest vacation, so we're having a little side story here with just Stew Drinker and Moon Eye tonight. So while the I was gonna say while the grown-ups are away, the kids will play, but I really feel like Moon Eye and Stew Drinker are like more of the grown-ups in this group, so maybe that doesn't work so well. But anyway, we're gonna have a fun time tonight. We are playing in the system and setting of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition by Wizards of the Coast, and we're playing through their module Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. This is unsponsored fan content. And a lot of the maps and tokens we're using tonight are from the Rime of the Frostmaiden bundle over on Roll20. So please go check it out. If you'd like to help our heroes tonight, we have kind of the same setup as usual. We've got our affirmation bar, and you can give hero points, you can give items, although our items didn't make the switch from last episode, so it might be different specifically what you are giving in game, but that's okay. And let's see. Oh, and you can give me villain points as usual. So if you're feeling a little bit sinister this evening, I'm here to support it. So yeah, let's see. That's all the business. Now let's jump to our recap. The recap is going to be a little bit unique because we're not really building off of last week's session immediately. So I will highlight a couple things that have happened in the past that may be relevant for this session tonight. So on their way back to East Haven, the group ran into a group of Goliaths from Sky Tower Shelter and beat them in a handstand competition. The Goliaths left angry and said they should have expected nothing less than dishonor and cheating from a couple of Wormdoom Crag Goliaths like Moon Eye and Stew Drinker, referring, of course, to their home clan. From Ronaldo, they later heard tell of a Sky Tower Shelter Goliath in town who was seeking redemption by resolving the long-standing feud between the Wormdoom Crag Goliaths and the Sky Tower Shelter Goliaths. So we've now heard a couple references to this long-standing Goliath feud, and perhaps tonight we will find out a little more about that. So we're going to go back to in-game last night. Moon Eye and Stew Drinker, after planning with Ronaldo and giving him the cauldron, you guys headed out of the inn to go camp on the frozen lake. You didn't feel like spending the money to stay in an inn, and the cold doesn't really bother you, so camping out under the stars sounded like a good plan.
Confines or a building are not healthy for your soul.
Right.
Good for the circulation. And so you guys this is certainly not the first time you've fallen asleep in, the frozen wastelands of Icewind Dale. Probably won't be the last. But tonight, as you're both drifting off asleep, you find yourselves standing in the snow together, the two of you. You're standing in the mountains in this deep, deep snow, and you see up ahead of you this great black fortress kind of built into the mountainside itself. You see through the few windows, or rather probably more like arrow slits, you see, burning light. It seems active. There are footprints along this snowy trail you're on, and this great black smoke emanates from within.
Is this the crag?
No. This does not look familiar to you.
Brother, do you know what we look at?
Oh, I've never seen this before. They seem to be pretty good at defending themselves. I would hesitate to approach with any sort of aggression in our hearts.
And I, real quick, production, I'd like to switch to the Roll20 view so I can show off some cool art. So you guys can see what I'm talking about here. And while we stall for that, I will go ahead and roll a blessing. A blessing is coming in from Wombat Fuzz to Moon Eye. So we'll roll that up.
Yay.
Sweet.
Wow, that's weird. The 3D dice is cocked on my screen.
Yeah.
I didn't know
really?
that was possible, but it does have a number in the chat. So tonight you are being blessed with the charm of the star. So you see a small
I don't know if I ever
amethyst
had that one.
cut in the shape of a star. That'll be useful
Sick.
for your spell stuff.
Wow.
So chat, charm of the star, you can either gain 2 to your spell DC and spell attack rolls, or gain 2 to your AC and saving throws against magic. At least the minor blessing. Okay, so let me give you guys a peek at this fortress here. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Here we go. Show. All right, are you seeing that? So you guys are, obviously there's only the 2 of you, but you're on this icy trail and looking up at this fortress ahead.
Is there a very clear front entrance that we can approach?
You see gates ahead. Yeah, it seems like this is the way that you would enter it. Do you start moving toward it?
Shall we, brother?
Yes, we should. We have been sent here for a reason.
As soon as you step forward, suddenly you are like rushed forward. It's almost as if you're flying, and you fly through the gates, impossibly passing through the wall and into this fortress, and then down, 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 2, maybe 3 levels down into the heart of this fortress. And it's passing by so quickly you can't really glean any details, except you see flashes of beings that look familiar. And actually, why don't you guys go ahead and make perception checks to see if you can catch this information as it's whooshing by.
All right.
Glad.
That is an 18 for Stew Drinker.
Nice.
And a 15 for Moon Eye.
Okay, both of you notice that the creatures you're passing by, at least some of them, appear to be Dwergar in this fortress. They all seem very busy. There's a lot going on. It's almost like coming into the middle of a beehive. There's just a lot of activity, a lot of work going on. And you zoom down, 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 and suddenly you feel extremely hot. It's so warm down here and bright. And you see at the center is this brightly burning forge that is, I mean, you guys have seen forges before, probably, you know, among your clans to forge weapons and things like this, but the heat and the size and the brightness of this forge surpasses anything you've ever seen in your lives. However, the more startling thing is the construct, or the pieces of the construct that are next to it. There's sort of an assembly area next to this forge where you can see chains and hooks and platforms and ladders. You can tell something is in the process of being assembled, and it's something massive, made of this familiar material that you've been running into a lot lately. Call it black ice, black glass, Chardalyn, you recognize it instantly. And this construct seems to be made entirely of this material. Mooneye, you especially recognize this because flashing in your mind is that dream you had long ago of Stew Drinker facing such a creature in battle. And I will show you guys a picture of this as well, although it is not fully assembled. You can tell that...
Get a strong impression.
Yeah, you can tell that this is like the shape of it. It appears that it appears that they are building some sort of dragon. And I am trying to find the art for you because it's cool. Here we go.
Is this the weapon that they were talking about, brother?
Yes.
All right.
I think it is.
So you see this, not finished, of course, but you know it seems to have been framed, and like the pieces are being put into place. It looks closer to being done than being at the beginning.
I mean,
And-
after knowing, having heard of this for so long, Stew Drinker will just kind of feel those emotions of, thinking of his tribe, thinking of the people he's met and his friends. And in this area, he's probably going to enter a rage and take out his weapon and try to start hacking at the supports of this construct.
So, Stew Drinker, you fall into familiar habits, and you reach for your weapon, and you find that nothing is there. And in fact, as you start to make these motions to try and disassemble this construct, you both sit up, awake, and find yourselves back on this frozen lake, sitting up, looking at each other. You can still feel like the sweat from being in that hot forge, and standing before you is I should think of a prettier word than glowing, but a glowing elk standing out on this ice.
A luminescent elk?
Yeah, we'll go with that. And it
I'm gonna
looks at you expectantly.
I'm gonna take a quick glance to Stew Drinker and also past him at the same time. Does he have his weapons on him now? And is this town behind us? Like, do I think we are still dreaming? Or
go ahead
are
and
we
make
actually like...
Sure, go ahead and make a probably insight check.
$17, 19 with chat, I think, right? Yes.
Yes, you guys are affirmated right now. Yes. So, Stew Drink, everything appears to be the same, Moon Eye, as when you went to sleep, but you have this probably just kind of your spiritual sense, your connection to the spiritual world. You can tell that there is still something dreamlike about this experience. Although you do feel more present than you did in the forge area. The elk steps forward and sort of nods their head and
Hello,
says,
cousin elk.
I am Atka. I am a servant of the Moon Maiden, come to seek your help.
My brother and I will be honored to serve her.
Yeah, Stew Drinker, you've probably never seen anything like this before. Moon Eye, how how much have you shared with Stew Drinker about your visions and spiritual experiences?
Moon Eye shares very little with anyone.
All right, Stew Drinker included. Good to know.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't
So-
even think Moon Eye's never told Stew Drinker the reason he came back to protect Stew Drinker. They just...
Yeah. So Stew Drinker, you've never seen anything like this.
Right. Is the elk speaking in a language that Stew Drinker can understand?
Common.
Okay.
Well,
great.
we'll say for the sake, since we're just rolling with Goliath tonight, we'll say that she's using your mother tongue of
Giant.
oh my god. Yeah, giant. What is there's a term for it. I'm blanking on the name of the language. Anyway, that's the language that she's using.
Then Stew Drinker hearing this elk talk with us, and noticing I guess a little bit of formality between Moon Eye and Stew Drinker. Stew Drinker will look at Moon Eye and say, so can I've never really talked with an animal without spending 10 minutes to get myself ready. So, hi. Are you here to help us?
They're here to have our help, brother.
The elk, obviously, elks don't have a great range of facial expressions, but you feel this warmth, Stew Drinker, as if she is smiling at you. And you hear a small giggle.
Moon Eye fully understands all of her limited facial expressions.
That's true. Moon Eye's just got to flex that way. She's smiling. I can tell. I can see it. She's smiling. So she nods at both of you and says, "It is the will of the Moon Maiden that the Goliaths of Sky Tower shelter and Wormdew Crag come to peace. The threat of the Dwergar looms larger every night. That is the vision you saw, their great weapon. They seek to unleash it upon all of Icewind Dale, and that will include your people. However, this needless feud is keeping the Goliaths from doing anything. We need their unified help. Without it, all of Icewind Dale could fall. The Moon Maiden has prepared a vision, a quest, a journey for the both of you. But it is perilous to travel through the planes of thought and spirit at this time. The Frostmaiden, as you know, holds an icy grip over Icewind Dale, and the same holds true for her influence in these more ethereal planes. The Moon Maiden can only offer so much protection. Do you accept this burden?"
Stew Drinker, hearing her words, says, "Yeah, of course. If, and he'll turn to Moon Eye. If you're okay with it."
Of course I am, brother. I will always follow the words of the maiden.
I will travel with you and be your guide. However, as I said, it is quite possible we will encounter pushback, even attacks from the servants of the Frostmaiden. Are you prepared?
We are.
Of course.
Then come with me. And Atka will turn and start moving away. She starts walking just toward the middle of the lake, not toward town, just walking off.
Get up, stretch, and follow.
Aim.
Okay. You glance behind you at your little camp that you had set up, and you see Annabelle was with you, right? Annabelle and
That's
Gale,
correct. Yep.
both
Yeah.
snuggled up. And it's probably a little bit eerie, maybe not for you, Moon Knight, but Stew Drinker, you see both of your bodies still asleep in your cots on the frozen lake. But you have your gear and you feel like the heft of your weapon. It's hard to say what exactly is happening here, but you follow Atka, and soon the lake and the town around you sort of fade to this twilight light, and you're just sort of in this nothing space for a time, still walking, following Atka. And you come, soon things start to come into detail, come into reality, and you find yourselves standing in the middle of a snowy forest area. And you're in the middle of this circle that's like inscribed on the ground. And you see scattered around the area are 4 other circles. And Atka tells you this is one of the passages of the Moon Maiden. So she leads you from here. And
I'm going to
Mhm.
turn to Stew Drinker. How are you, brother?
I think I'll be okay. Maybe a little woozy. I've never traveled like this before.
You will
Is
be
this-
fine. Our
Thank
guide will lead us, and I am here to help you. Just remember that you are here and you are not here. As like all moments in our lives, you just are aware of it now.
All right.
That should help settle you.
Okay. Sure.
Moon Eye is comforting as ever. That should help settle
There,
you.
there.
There. You're here and you're not. Just consider that for a moment. Okay, so Atka leads you through these snowy woods, and soon you start to see things that look a bit familiar to you. Moon Eye, perhaps less so, as it's been some time since you've been home. But Stew Drinker, certainly you're starting to see, some landmarks and things that you would use as you were hunting to just kind of know where you are. And she leads you. You hear shouts and laughter up ahead. And I'll go ahead and actually drag you guys to a map here. Let me put you. Okay, so as Moon Eye said, you are here and you are not here. Let me. Can you guys see the map? Okay, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I should have also grabbed Atka. That's okay. You guys are approaching from up here, actually, and you see before you a familiar activity in full swing. A game favored among both of your clans known as Goat Ball. Stew Drinker, you probably played many a game of Goat Ball.
Yeah, of course.
This is the favorite Goat Ball court. It's in an area that's between clans. It's kind of roughly halfway between Sky Tower Shelter and Worm Doom Crag. And Moon Eye, you kind of left home when you were still fairly young, so you know what this is, but maybe this wasn't your favorite activity. I don't know. I
Yeah.
picture Moon Eye as a more serious child.
Nah, I agree.
Maybe not as into Goat Ball. So you guys see, and actually, production if we can zoom out to kind of get the full spectrum of what this is. I will explain what's happening. So nobody is neon colored, don't worry. All of the Goliaths appear normal, but I have marked them based on team. So you see the purple Goliaths, who are not actually purple, like I said, they are normal colored, but they are from the Wormdoom Crag clan. And Stew Drinker, probably some of these are your childhood friends that you recognize. You were not here on this day, so you don't see yourself anywhere. But you recognize these kids and think that whatever you're seeing must be from several years ago, because all of your friends look young. They are kids in this, what you're seeing. And the green, you see, the green Goliaths are from the Sky Tower Shelter clan. Probably most notable to you, here you notice Esmeralda, the female Goliath that Stew Drinker has a little crush on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the way Goat Ball works is all of the players stand up on platforms of sort. Usually it's like a tree trunk or a large boulder, or sometimes kind of a man-made platform if nothing else will do. But the reason that this is such a favorite court is because they took the time to arrange these boulders in such a way that it would be ideal for Goat Ball. And the teams have a 1 ball, which I have actually included. I don't know if it's gonna let me move it. Nope, it's not. Okay, well, they have a ball. That red dot is the ball. And that'll come into play later. But right now they're throwing the ball. And the object of the game is to knock the other team off of their platforms. And you can throw the ball back and forth among your teammates and then basically at the other team. It's like an elevated form of dodgeball. So, right now it seems like a game is in full swing. And everyone is laughing and having a great time. Stew Drinker, you go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay. It's like forte. I got a 15 with chat.
Okay. Something about this situation seems familiar to you. Not really as an experienced thing, because obviously you were not here. But the people that are in this scene and like the things that are happening, you start to get an inkling that perhaps this is the event that people talked about that caused the feud in the first place. Because you were a kid when this happened, and you were in the camp when people came running back to tell the story of what happened. So you certainly heard about this, though you were not there yourself.
Stag cousin, why do you waste our time showing us this game?
Atka nods slowly and says, "You know, the Moon Maiden never wastes time." And then she looks back toward the game and says, "You must find the right way." And then she settles down in the snow and watches. And as you guys continue to watch this game, it doesn't seem like anyone has taken any notice of you. You see Esmeralda has the ball, and the game's been really close so far, and she throws it at this purple Goliath here, whose name is Chenna. So Esmeralda throws this ball at Chenna, and it sails over Chenna's head and onto the cliff side here, which is the red dot. And Chenna does dodge it, but in dodging it, she loses her balance and falls off of the platform. And all of the Sky Tower Shelter Goliaths cheer. Esmeralda, she scored a point, basically. Everyone's real excited. And Chenna, who is now fallen off the platform, she gets up from the snow and she looks livid. She looks so mad that she fell. And she starts yelling, "You cheated! You can't aim for the head like that!" And Esmeralda, of course, starts defending herself, and the other Sky Tower Shelter Goliaths start chiming in. It wasn't a legal throw, that kind of thing. And finally, Chenna turns around and starts climbing the cliffside to get the ball, to, restart the game, basically. She does look grumpy. And she climbs up here and picks up the ball and throws it at this griffin. And I should give some context. This isn't just a random griffin here, although it does look like it. The Sky Tower, you guys would of course know, the Sky Tower Shelter Goliaths are known for their taming griffins. They train and tame and breed griffins, basically. They use griffins a lot like a falconer uses a falcon. They don't ride them because they're a little too big as Goliaths for that, but they do have a very, mutually beneficial relationship with their griffins. So Chenna throws the ball at the griffin in anger, and the griffin steps forward and attacks Chenna and slashes at her with her claws, and she screams and falls back from the cliff, lands in the snow, and everyone freaks out. And Esmeralda goes and starts trying to calm the griffin down. The other Wormdoom Crag Goliaths grab Chenna, and she's bleeding horribly. Her arm is super torn up, and they start dragging her away. And the game disperses. And then you guys are sort of transported. Again, the scene changes, and you are in the tent of a Sky Tower Shelter clan tent, I should say. And you see many Goliaths standing around. It seems to be some sort of council, and in the middle is a dead griffin body. The same one you think that you just saw slash at Chenna. And they are talking in grim tones about how the horrible, vengeful, spiteful Wormdoom Crag Goliaths just couldn't let things be even and had to seek out blood vengeance against one of their precious griffins who was simply defending itself from a child with a rotten attitude. And they would never again host the Wormdoom Crag Goliaths for any reason, because they cannot be trusted. And let this be taught to our children for generations to come. And things fade. And the scene changes again, and you find yourselves walking up with Atka to this goat ball court. And things have reset. It's like deja vu. You're walking back the same exact way that you came when you approached this goat ball court in the first place. And Atka is still nestled in the snow and nods and says, "Now, find the right way." So things are back to where they were before, as I said, and really quick, we'll take a quick immersion break because Stew Drinker was blessed. And you've got the Charm of Fresh Snow, Stew Drinker. You've gotten that like the last few times. Yeah. Would you like a reroll, or you want to keep that one?
I will keep it.
Okay. All right. So, let's go ahead and I'll say you guys have 5 rounds, basically, before things kind of start to unravel. So we don't have to roll initiative or anything, but we'll just say you have 5 turns to do whatever it is you want to.
So we are at the point where
Esmeralda has not knocked off Chenna yet. They're still just playing. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We could stop the game. My first inclination is to put them to sleep, but then I remember what happened with the villagers, and perhaps that is not the best course of action.
I would hate for the competition to stop. Is there anything you can do to make her, and Stew Drinker will kind of gesture towards Esmeralda, and almost like an overcorrection of not trying to show Moon Eye that he has affections towards her. This random Goliath girl
who I've never seen before in my life.
I've never seen. I don't care about her or anything.
I believe she's the little one around your age. Wasn't her name Esme or?
Oh yeah, something like that. I'm sure.
I remember her a little bit before I left.
Is there any way you could affect her shot? Maybe not hit Chenna in the head.
Not hit her in her head.
Okay, I'm gonna say 1 round has passed with conversation. So 4 left.
I could try and make it so that she. You must tell me, where is she supposed to hit her? I never really played this game.
Torso. I mean, it's not the head, and not the most vulnerable parts either. Torso and potentially like legs is fine too.
Moon Maiden, if you can hear me in this realm of nothing and everything, please put your guiding love upon her arm and send that shot true to the chest. And I will cast the enchantment cantrip, which I don't remember what it's actually called because I renamed it, but
guidance?
I'll click it. Yeah, it must be guidance. There it is.
Guidance. Okay, that is a touch spell.
Oh, in that case, I will. Oh yeah, you're right. It is a touch spell. I will walk down the ramp towards them. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I don't care if it interrupts the game. Whatever.
Okay. Go ahead and make your move. So you have your normal movement, and you are casting guidance.
Is this a really long, tall drop?
It's about 10 feet, so not like dangerous. Just a little bit of a rock scramble.
Okay. I will slide down. Say, young Esme. Esmerelle. Esme. You there, girl with the ball.
She does not respond to you. She doesn't seem to even hear or see you.
I'm gonna walk up and just touch her.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom check. You feel like you are less physical in this area, and this is more a force of will that you are exercising. So
16 and so...
yeah, and that's you're probably still fine, but we'll be doing wisdom checks, which are just like straight wisdom rolls, not wisdom saves. So it won't have your proficiency. It'll just be a sheer force of will. But that's fine. I think you still pass even with the proficiency out of it. So you're good. You can cast guidance. You give her guidance. Stew Drinker, what do you do?
At this point, Stew Drinker is gonna move over to this side, closer to where the Griffin is, to get like a better vantage point of like the trajectory, and also, I guess if the Griffin seems like it'll notice Stew Drinker or not.
Why don't you make a perception check?
Okay. Right, that is a 20, a dirty 20.
Okay, so Stew Drinker, as you get closer, something that you guys didn't notice the first time you watched this scene unfold, you see that this Griffin actually has a small baby Griffin near it. That it seems to be sort of like nestled up underneath it, like a baby duckling would be. All right, next round. Mooneye, you guys have 3 more turns.
So I couldn't touch her at all, right? It was purely my will.
Mm-hmm. You did feel her, but it was like you had to like will it into being, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't feel like you are entirely unable to influence physical things. It's just a little more difficult.
What?
Oh my gosh, I have 9 villain points, you guys.
Can I yell over to Mooneye?
Sure. Yeah, sorry. And really quick, I should be clear. You guys you don't have to take turns in the same order. So like if Stew Drinker wanted to go again and then Mooneye, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Brother.
Yes.
There's a baby. The Griffin. The Griffin has a child.
Perhaps move the Griffin away with its child, or is it nesting?
Can I tell if it's nesting or not?
You didn't see a nest. It appears
Okay.
like the Griffin is just kind of hanging out.
Okay.
Can
It doesn't look like it's nesting.
Can you commune with the Griffin and have it move, follow you?
I'll try.
Okay. You guys can both take move actions. I'll say the talking was your like action. Are you chilling where you are, Mooneye?
Nope.
Oh, you're gonna move there. Okay. Cool. All right. 2 more rounds.
Do I think I know that I have to drop the concentration spell if I cast another concentration spell. Do I think I'll have enough time to do that when she lets the ball fly?
It probably depends on at what moment you are trying to act. Like,
okay,
probably not. You probably couldn't like cast something before Chenna tries to dodge, but like you would certainly have time before like she starts climbing the cliff and all of that stuff happens, you know.
Gotcha.
Can I see if I can influence the Griffin?
Sure. What's your plan here?
So, I would like to, if the Griffin notices that I'm there, I would like to try to do some like gentle cooing to be like, hey, come over here. You get a better view of the action over here. These are the better seats.
Okay. Go ahead and Okay, well, first make a wisdom check. Just a straight wisdom roll.
That is a 6 or an 8 with chat.
Okay, that is not going to be enough. Would you like to hero point?
Yes, I
Okay.
would love to hero point. Oh my gosh. 16.
Okay, that will be enough. So you are able to make your presence known, felt somehow to this griffin. Now, go ahead and make a. I guess. Do you feel like this is more persuasion or more animal handling?
Oh. It's to my detriment, but I would say persuasion since the Goliaths hold the Griffin at like a equal plane as opposed to them being just like animals that they're using as like mounts.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a 19 with the chat.
Very nice.
Oh.
Okay. The griffin sort of perks up and notices you. But
I have a mechanical question.
Uh-huh.
Sorry to interrupt it.
no worries.
The command spell,
Mm-hmm.
like, I can't tell it to follow him because it has to be one word, right? And if it's one word, it would follow me if I said follow.
I would allow some flexibility. Like, I think, like, go that way or, like, follow. I would allow that.
Okay.
Because it's still just kind of one, like, action,
Yeah.
basically. So the griffin seems to perk up and, like, takes notice of you, Stew Drinker. But then it sort of just cocks its head at you. And you feel like you made a really good argument for something that's maybe a little more intelligent than a griffin. Feel like your points were really good. The vantage point over there is way better for the game. Moon Eye, what is your action?
I'm gonna cast command on it.
Okay.
And tell it to follow.
Okay.
And that's a DC of 16, and it has to make a wisdom check.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a wisdom check to influence the scene.
Oh, yeah. 22.
Easy.
24 with.
This is easy
chat.
for you. You feel like you live here in this spirit realm. Gosh, there's the griffin. Okay. Loading. Okay. A wisdom saving throw of 14, is that what you said?
It's actually 16 because of my charm.
16. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, I rolled so bad, which is good for you guys. So yes, it definitely fails.
Yes.
I rolled an 8. So that is a fail. So the next round happens. The griffin seems keen to follow you, Stew Drinker. Where are you leading it?
I'm gonna lead it over here. If I don't know if we still have any of the meat left from the cave.
I think you guys sold
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, you sold it because then Moon Eye gave away some of the gold and people mobbed
Right.
around you.
In that case, I'd like to take some like rations out, and just kind of open it up as like a here. This would be a good place. There's even concessions.
The hot dog stand is just over that way.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you can tell from Moon Eye's magic as well that it is like, I guess in game time it is already like moving to follow you.
Gonna move 5, 10. Over here.
Okay. I should probably know how fast these guys are while they're walking. I'm thinking probably normal speed. Yeah, okay.
Wait, is it leaving its baby? Oh no.
Okay. So Stew Drinker, you have an action left, and Moon Eye, you also have.
Oh, the
have
baby
a
didn't
turn.
follow?
This is the last round. So Stew Drinker, you have one action, and Moon Eye, you have a turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna yell to Moon Eye. The baby's still there. The baby's still there.
Yes, I see.
Protect the baby. I'll set down
Protect
rations.
the baby.
Please.
It looked like it was napping, and as the Griffin moved away from it, it sort of like is awake, blinking, kind of bleary-eyed.
All right.
Chat's calling the baby Griffin dumb. It's just a little baby. Have you seen ducklings? They're not very smart.
Oh no.
What's the plan, Moon Eye?
I'm trying to figure that out. Not quite sure. I guess, do I think I can physically reach it?
You could probably climb up this cliff.
Yeah. I'm going to climb up the cliff and try and pick it up.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and make an athletics check, just to mount the cliff quickly. Okay, easy.
19.
You are able to get up to it.
And then a wisdom.
Well, yeah. What are you attempting to do with this
I'm gonna
baby? Oh,
pick it up.
Physically pick it up. Yeah, go ahead and
Pick it up.
make a wisdom check. This is going to be a little more difficult because it's a more physical activity.
I'm going to spend a hero point.
Okay.
So 19 with chat.
19 will get it. You're able to scoop up this baby Griffin, and it sort of like squeaked at you.
And I will move it to Mama, I guess, when I can move.
Okay, so right now you just are holding the baby.
Yep. And after the ball flies, I'll...
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. So at this moment, the ball flies. I'll go ahead and roll. Well, I'm not going to roll dice for Esmeralda. You gave her guidance. So actually what happens is she just nails Chenna right in the face. And her aim is dead on. And Chenna
She did not plan on hitting the chest.
Chenna gets fully knocked off the platform
and
backward.
I'm going to start to kind of fly the baby and walk to the Griffin. I assume they can see the baby, so.
The baby's just like, oh, as you are flying it around. Yeah, okay, so you guys can move over this way. Chenna falls to the ground and gets up. Her nose is bleeding. She is super mad. And comes stomping over to Esmeralda and says, "You aimed right for my face! That's cheating! You're a cheater!" And then Esmeralda gets off and says, "I wasn't trying to hit you. It just happened. I'm sorry. The ball slipped." And then soon, Chenna and Esmeralda start fighting. They come to blows, and they start wrestling and hitting each other and screaming. And the other Goliaths, sort of all mob together, pull them apart, that kind of thing. And then the scene disappears, and you are in the tent of the Wormdoom Crag, a place that's quite familiar to both of you, the council tent.
That was different, brother, but I don't think it was better.
You hear the Wormdoom Crag council members, they're talking in grim tones again about how The Sky Tower shelter Goliaths. They raise their children to be cheats and liars, and they cannot be trusted. We should not mingle our children with such people who can't even control their children in a simple game, a simple, clean competition of goat ball, and how forevermore the children of the Wormdoom Crag clan will stay separated from those of the Sky Tower Shelter clan. And the scene disappears, everything resets, and you guys are back sitting, not sitting, standing next to Atka, who is sitting in the snow still, and says, "You must find the right way." And here we are, back again. You've got 5 turns.
Brother, what if I just put them all to sleep?
Moon Eye's like, that's still on the table.
I'm afraid that if you do, then can you get all of them?
I think I could, yes.
If you only get some of them,
that would look odd.
It would look like someone was cheating.
Yes.
And we can't have that.
No. All right. What if I make, this is difficult to say, but what if I make Chenna better at not being hit in the face?
That sounds good.
Hmm.
Maybe if she caught it instead.
Well, as we learned before, I cannot control what they do. I can just make it better what they choose to do.
Yeah.
And that little girl is nasty. She should not have thrown it at the face.
She hit her in the face extra good that time.
The other thing I could do is tell the girl to drop it. But that wouldn't really fix it, and then she'd probably become upset and embarrassed and throw it even harder the next time. What do we want Chenna to do? I mean, she wants to not be hit and catch it. She wants to not be hit and not fall off. I do not know the game well.
I think the problem is that she's being hit in the face, which is a no-no. But even so, I think your initial instinct is correct. If we can somehow get her to dodge it,
then that is what I will do.
If you do that, I'm going to run over to where we've seen the ball land before. If it ends up there, then I'm going to knock it back down so the Griffins are out of the equation.
Good. That is a good plan, brother.
Okay. We'll say you guys have used one round discussing this plan.
Right,
so
I'm gonna get over to Chenna as many rounds as it takes me.
How many rounds is that? Where did you come from here?
Yeah. It's just one. Unless I have to roll for climbing again, right?
Yeah, just to see if you can, if it is as quick as that.
I'm gonna dash over here.
That's nat 1 for climbing.
I guess I'll spend do I have any hero points left?
You do. You were refilled.
I will spend that hero point to not have a nat 1 on climbing.
Okay.
Well, it's better. 15.
Yeah, you're able to get down quickly. You make your way to Chenna. And Stu Drinker, you run over to the Griffin?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my action to dash, so I make it all the way over here.
Okay, both
80
of you did that, right? Or
Yeah.
was that just okay? So, down to 3.
I am going to try and touch Jenna and give her a guiding love of the maiden.
Okay, wisdom check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna lean into what chat has talked about, and be
11.
like Shaq.
Yeah.
Just like reject it.
Yeah.
11.
Yep.
Okay, you are able to give her guidance.
All right.
Stew drinker, so you're just basically you have like a triggered action that you're gonna try and swat the ball.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so 2 left. Moon Eye, are you doing anything else, or are you guys both now just kind of waiting for this to happen?
Waiting patiently for that ball to fly.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So Esmeralda chucks the ball. It sails, on the path that you saw the first time, kind of goes over her head, and Chenna is she dodges it out of the way, and with the little boost from the power of the Moon Maiden, is able to keep her feet this time, and she stays on the rock. All right, Stew Drinker, you're up. Let's see if you can do this. Go ahead, and I feel like this is going to involve more dexterity than strength.
Okay.
Because I think this is a test of your reflexes, right? So go ahead and make a, go ahead and make a, I'm getting all of my games mixed up. Dexterity saving throw. I was going to say reflex, but that's Pathfinder, so.
Ooh, I want a hero point.
Okay,
that.
I was like, I don't think that is going to be enough if you want to hero point.
Okay, so the original would then be with chat 15. 15 to get that out of my house.
A 15. You swat the ball away, and it comes flying back toward Esmeralda.
Oh no!
And it doesn't. It's not like flying with like mega force or anything.
Okay.
But it is flying back at her, and out of reflex, just because they're kind of in this dodgeball state of mind. She like jumps out of the way and steps off the platform as this happens. And everyone looks just like gobsmacked. They're just amazed at what has happened, and they have no idea how that happened. And Esmeralda looks pissed, and she's like, that doesn't count. I don't even, what the heck happened? That was like magic or something.
I'm gonna push Chenna off. If they both go off the rock, I'll just go shove her.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
20.
All right, you are able to affect her. Go ahead and make like an attack or an athletics. Either one would be fine, I guess. Probably athletics.
Oh.
That is a nat 1 on athletics.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, well, Moon, I'm gonna leave this to you. So obviously things go bad.
Yes.
But you are able to physically interact with the world. So why don't you tell me what happens here? Do you push her too hard? Do you like stumble yourself? What happens?
I am going to push her. Like, I go down low to try and shove her, and I push her up and lift her in the air and roll her down my back. So like it's clear that there's a physical form there that she rides down.
It just looks completely unnatural.
Completely unnatural. Slides down my back. Oh. Maiden, we should reset things.
Just like, wait, where's the reset button? You pause the level, go scroll down to reset to last checkpoint. The kids all start freaking out and yelling about magic and ghosts and things like that. And then you come to the council scene that you are both now familiar with. And it is this time both clans, and they say
That's a good sign.
it seems the spirits are not pleased with the mingling of our clans. Perhaps it is best if we separate. And they all nod grimly. And so it seems this time less in anger, but they deem it an omen of the spirits that their clans should go separate ways. And you are back once more at the top.
Each step on the journey leads us closer to our conclusion.
Is it, brother?
Yes.
Oh,
We now know.
gosh.
We push both of them. No, that's not the answer. Do you know this child? The one from our tribe, Esmeralda.
Esmeralda is from Sky Tower Shelter. Chenna is from your tribe.
Sorry, do you know? That's why I could remember Chenna's name and didn't care about the other one. That makes sense. Do you know the Sky Tower, Esmeralda?
Yeah.
What if you speak to her and tell her, don't be such a nasty, nasty being? Throw it at it. Play fair. Be one with her.
I can try.
You seem anxious, brother.
I haven't
Or
talked with her in a
You
little while.
remind me of Quill right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you wish to share musk with her?
If we can solve this, I don't know. It's been a while, and I think she's probably met someone else by now. I mean, she's beautiful. She's got a lot going for her. She's really good at fishing and making stew. I would not be surprised if
She is a good catch then. But you are a fine hunter, so I'm sure you could catch her if you wanted to. But we will talk about that later.
Yeah.
Now you should go and talk to her.
All right. And I'll make my way down the path that I've seen Moon Eye go down so much.
Okay, you can make an athletics check. I guess this is maybe kind of default by now. I'll just start giving you guys 4 rounds and assume that you spend the first one sort of reassessing. Although maybe this is the last one, so who knows?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Easy. You just you get down this cliffside, no problem with that 24.
Okay. In that case. Okay. Do I have to roll a wisdom to try to communicate?
To interact with her?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, you are able to affect the scene.
Okay. I'm gonna say, Esmeralda, go for the legs.
Okay. Would you like to roll a persuasion check?
Yes. Okay. I need the hero
That is a
point
6.
this.
Chat's keeping you guys topped off, so
Oh no.
we've got a 6 and a 2,
Yep,
people.
that's
So
an
an 8 total. With chat, that's a 10,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
what we get up to.
Oh no.
No, that's the chat makes it an 8.
With a hero point, you add 2 to your
Oh, I
better
didn't
result.
realize that.
Yeah. So 10 total. Okay. You say that. So
Mhm.
both of you guys have observed this by now, and in also with the Griffin. I guess I did say the Griffin kind of noticed you. Esmeralda doesn't take notice of you, but you just sort of have this sense that your message is being communicated. Whether or not she internalizes that and follows through, you aren't sure, but you feel like at least you were able to put that out into the ether. Mooneye, what are you doing for this first round?
I am going to just wait patiently and get ready to command
Chenna, okay.
Yeah.
What is your trigger, basically? So if
My
you're holding an
trigger
action-
is the moment the ball leaves her hand, I'm going to command Chenna to jump.
Okay. And are you within, let's see, are you within range to Chenna 60 feet? Yeah, okay. Okay, so you're basically just going to hold on to that for the whole thing. Okay. Stew Drinker, anything else? So round passes, we've got 3 left. Are you doing anything else?
Can I say something else to try to appeal to her in a different way?
Sure.
All right. So I guess wisdom to try to influence first.
Mm-hmm. Poor Stu. This is not drawing on his strong points.
No.
Yeah.
That's an 8. With chat, though, you are affirmated. So that's up to a 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is just enough. You're able to do it.
Okay.
Matt, I feel like I'm just killing Matt slowly. Like he's just like, ah.
Oh man, there's so much writing on this.
This is what happens when you remove the battle from Stew Drinker and say, solve this problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. In this case, is there any chance that I could glean from her, her state of mind? What's making her so vindictive in hitting this girl in the face?
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay.
Also, while we're rolling dice, Mooneye, why don't you go ahead and roll your wisdom check now to tap into the scene?
I'm gonna hero point this insight.
19.
Okay, because that is just an 8. Another 8. Oh my goodness. But with a hero point, you add an extra 2, so you'll be adding 4 on top of that 8.
Oh my gosh.
So that's a 12.
Stew Drinker, stand between them.
You get a little bit, Stu. You aren't able to you haven't seen her in a long time. This is also years ago, like she's a kid, but you trying to think of how you would kind of pick up on this. So you remember Chenna. She was around your same age. You guys, Mooneye, you probably even remember Chenna a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess you already said that, but you remember Chenna used to really hang out with you a lot. Like she always wanted to do what you were doing and go where you were going, and she seemed to just really think you were cool, or at least be really into whatever you were into. And now with the hindsight of many years, being older, you're kind of reflecting back on that. You're maybe it's just your hopeful thinking, who's to say for real, but there's this inkling that maybe Esmeralda was jealous of Chenna, or didn't like her for that reason. But you aren't positive about that.
Okay.
But you are, for at least from Esmeralda's like current state of mind, you are getting sort of angry, like angry vibes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So two more rounds, right? That's what I said. Or it was 3 last time, so 2 more. What for this turn?
Brother, move and stand between them. I'm just curious to see if you affect the ball at all, if you're standing between them.
If I do that, they might think it's the gods again. Magic is affecting the game, the spirit of competition. So, unfortunately, we
Yes,
saw
I know,
that
but,
last time.
We will see what happens first.
I will point out as a GM that up till this point, the only way you've affected the ball so far is with like a very hard, clear swat down. I also totally understand your logic, and I'm not saying it's wrong. Just merely pointing out there's potentially a subtler way to influence the ball. Who knows? Stew Drinker, are you kind of good with what you've done, or do you have any more actions that you want to take?
I want to move up onto the rock.
Okay.
And I'll get in the position that Moonai has suggested.
Oh, to try and kind of influence her throw a little bit?
Yeah.
Is that the idea? Okay.
Yeah, right in front of her, if I can.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. You get up there. One round left. Anything you are preparing to do? I know, Moonai, you're preparing to command Chenna to jump, and then Stew Drinker, what exactly are you preparing to do here?
Stew Drinker wants to say something to Esmeralda again.
Okay.
I'm gonna use okay, first I guess I gotta do the wisdom thing, which has not been great.
Well, you've got a lot of...
Before you roll the wisdom thing.
Oh, sorry, I already did it.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
We'll use a hero point for it, though.
Poor Stu. You don't even have horrible wisdom. You just are rolling pretty low today.
Yeah. -1.
Whoa,
natural 20. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Very cool. All right, I'll go ahead and we'll say that you're so in this. I'm gonna give you I'll give you a +1 bonus to whatever check you make next.
Okay.
In this space.
All right. I'm gonna try a persuasion here. And this is what Stew Drinker feels too. Stew Drinker is gonna say to Esmeralda, Stew, Kazarin is in love with you.
Aww, so cute.
So,
is that is the message you're sending?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and make that persuasion check. You've got a +1 from the nat 20, a +2 from chat. You've got your hero points. See what happens.
Yeah. I'm using a hero point.
Rolled a 3. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's better. An 18.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
An 18 with the +1 and 22. The +2, so 20. Yeah. Oh, 23 even, because a hero point.
Yeah.
So 23. You so now like the rounds are over. You feel, or not feel, but like you see her like relax all of a sudden, like, she still has the ball. She's like still, you know, ready to throw, but she like in the previous scenes that have played out where she's just like throwing it super hard, she takes a beat and just sort of everything kind of relaxes. And she smiles at Chenna and then like tosses it toward her. Still a competitive throw, but not with the same amount of juice that has been on her previous throws.
Can I roll to see if I notice the change before I tell her to jump for no purpose and then
sure.
mess everything up?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check. Or insight, I guess. No, maybe perception. Perception, I think.
I think insight makes more sense.
Okay.
Right, I'm watching her behavior.
Yeah,
I don't get people very well. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, but I did in this case. 18 with the chat is 20. 20,
yeah. You see that. You observe the same signals.
So I will not command her.
Okay, so you will cancel that spell.
Yeah.
And the ball goes sailing toward Chenna, and she catches it, and the Sky Tower or the Wormdoom Crag Goliaths all, you know, cheer for Chenna's good work, and the Sky Tower Shelter Goliaths, they say like, "Oh, good try, Esmeralda. We'll get him next time." And the game carries on, and the scene fades, and you actually, before I jump to the next thing, I'll say the scene fades, and we will take our break now. So the scene fades, and we will be back in 10 minutes. So don't go away. All right, we are back, and we will see if Stew Drinkers and Moon Eye's efforts have been successful in helping resolve this scene. So we'll to recap a little bit, this previous go, Moon Eye prepared to this is funny because Moon Eye didn't really actually directly influence the scene this time, but
Nope.
with his wisdom guided Stew Drinker to get up close with Esmeralda, and Stew Drinker, in a last-ditch effort, convinced her that Stew Drinker Kazarin, as his birth name is in love with Esmeralda, and that seemed to ease whatever fears or anger she was feeling at the time. Oh, young love. So the scene fades, and you see you are now this is like a really silly comparison to make, but imagine you're in Minecraft in creator mode, and you float way up high above everything else, and you see like the world down below, and sort of as Moon Eye has described previously, you're there, and you're also not there, and you're everywhere and also nowhere, and you see the two camps, the Sky Tower Shelter and the Wormdoom Crag, sort of side by side, even though they're several miles apart. And you watch a scene of peaceful, joyous feasting at both camps that night. Nothing seemed to have gone awry, but just another night, another day passing in the lives of these two Goliath clans. And then you're back. I'll clear all of the tokens. You're back in this place, this goat ball court, with Atka, who is standing before you, and she looks pleased. She says, "What has happened in the past has already happened. However, this peaceful vision, you have given the Moon Maiden something whole to give to the spirit guides of these two clans. If you go to them, appeal to their spirit guides. They will know the way to guide the leaders to a peaceful resolution. You have paved the path as the Moon Maiden wished. She is pleased.
Where will we find their spirit guides?
You will find them, one in each camp. Their shaman, their priestesses, their spirit talker. Seek them out. They will know you. And they will be able to influence the stubborn chieftains.
We shall
Now,
do as you say.
let us leave this place before we are detected. And she leads you away. I'll leave you on this map for a moment while I describe the interim. So she leads you back toward, you think, where you guys sort of came into this area in the first place, back to where all of those rings are. And she leads you into the center ring where you like teleported in, I guess. And she approaches the ring and looks at it and then turns to look at you two, concerned, and she says, "Something is wrong, and we need to roll initiative."
Oh, snap.
Get rid of this dreamy, peaceful music. It's time to battle. As she says this, I'll point out, I'll explain what's going on, and I'll drag you guys over to the map. As she says this, 4 shapes form out of the snow and kind of form into these humanoid-ish snow constructs around you. And I need to add a combat tracker. And I also need to show you what these things look like. They look kind of goofy, if I'm being honest, but at least I think they do look goofy.
Wow.
But they're mean, and they're
Wow.
totally gonna fight you. So yeah, these misshapen snowmen basically form around in the snow, and I need to also roll initiative for them. All right. And I will just add in our Atka friend. I'll just have her go at the bottom of initiative. Okay, so I guess before we start this combat, she well, no, I'll just do this on her turn. So, Stew Drinker, you are up first. Oh, and I need to enable vision for chat. My bad. Hang on one second. Let's do this.
Brother, have you encountered these before?
I do not think that I have.
Okay, chat should be able to see now. Go ahead, Stew Drinker.
All right.
Have I encountered these before?
You would need to make a knowledge check of some sort. It doesn't. You guys haven't encountered them while you've been with Quill and Haskell.
Okay.
Would it be Arcana or Survival?
Probably Arcana.
Not the answer I wanted.
Okay.
15. 17?
Okay. You can use that on your turn, and then I'll tell you stuff that you know. Because you sit and ponder for a second.
Yep.
Stew Drinker, you're up.
Atka. Are you capable?
I need to recenter the moonstones. And she like nods her head toward these other rings that are about the center ring.
Okay.
I need to focus. It takes concentration, so you'll need to hold them off.
All right.
I cannot defend myself and reactivate the moonstones at the same time.
You can count on us. And Stew Drinker will move a tree right there. Stew Drinker will move right over here.
Mm-hmm.
And be ready to take a swing at anything that comes near.
Okay. So from Atka's description and from her body positioning, this isn't clear because she hasn't gone yet, but she's going to need to move to the moonstones. To each one. So she seems disposed to follow your lead. So if you want to start heading toward one, she will like go toward that one.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
No worries.
In that case, I'll start heading up here. I bet that's 10, 30, 5. Okay, and I'll yell, "Come on!"
Okay. Are you readying an action?
Yeah, I'll take a swing at any fool
if
who
it gets in
dares
range.
challenge me.
Okay. Are you gonna rage? Did you rage already?
Oh yeah, I'll rage. Thank you.
Okay. Like, figured that we'd probably want that to happen. But
Yeah.
okay, Moon Eye. So you are trying to recall information about these things. With your 17, let me pull up their sheet. Would you like to know, well, first of all, you think that these are some sort of snow golem, but they are sort of existing in this spiritual plane like you guys are. However, judging from the way you've interacted with things so far, you do think that it is quite possible that they can hurt you. Would you like to know about their defense, their offense, or their special abilities? I'm stealing this method from Pathfinder because I think it's a good idea. Special abilities? Okay.
Special abilities.
So they as a construct, they don't require the same things a person does, so like air, food, drink, sleep. They can absorb snow to basically like heal themselves. And let's see. Oh, and they can throw snowballs. I can't say that without laughing at these guys. they basically can, like, you know, form a ball with part of themselves and huck it.
Gotcha. Brother, they can heal with the snow, and they can attack ranged with the snow.
All right.
Would you like to move, Moon Eye? Oh, you already did.
Already did.
You're literally multiple steps ahead of me. All right. Now it is their turn. So, on cue, this snow golem in front of you guys, like, it looks like it forms a fist, and then it opens its hand, and there is a hefty snowball in there, and it hucks it at Stew Drinker, who is the closest target. And let's see. Okay. And I rolled an 8.
That'll miss.
That'll miss. I hope so. However, there are 3 others who
Right.
I believe. Let's see what the range is. Okay. All right. So these two on the sides are going to also throw snowballs. And yeah, I'll do that first before they move. So one's going toward Moon Eye. The one on the right is gonna target you. Oh wow. That you've passed your bad rolls over to me, Matt. I rolled a 5 on
Yes.
that one.
Yes. You're
And
welcome.
then final snowball will also target Moon Eye since he's in the back. That is a big ol' 10, which I think is also gonna miss.
Yep.
Man, these are. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, how weird. Okay, that makes sense. Got it. Okay. These aren't very dexterous things, so their aim isn't very precise. They're very, like, you know, mechanically just kind of like lobbing snowballs at you. But this one in the back will move slowly. And actually, I think they're all gonna start heading your way. And now it is Atka's turn. She is going to go ahead and follow you guys. So 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 3. She's going to hold another like movement to get around this golem when it steps up. And it is back up to Stew Drinker.
All right, it's time to do some slashing. So, and I'm also going to recklessly attack. Here we go.
Before you
21.
recklessly attack, chat is suggesting that you try warm hugs. Maybe they like warm hugs.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
That is a 21 to hit. Ooh, what are you doing?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that will certainly hit.
Okay. Be 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I will take a second swing at him, my extra attack. That'll be chat 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Oof. Oh, whoops. If I can type my commands correctly. 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Alright. That'll be it for Stew Drinker.
Very good. Moon Eye, you're up.
I am going to hit this one. I do not have warm hugs, but I do have warm guiding bolts, and I'm going to fire a guiding bolt at.
Okay. With
11 hit.
an 11,
Plus
you
2,
are
13.
affirmated 13. That will hit. Oh, sorry. You already rolled the damage. Here I was waiting
did,
for you
yep.
to roll damage. Okay.
12 radiant.
That, so your hit looks like it was a lot more effective than Stew Drinker's. Stew Drinker, you don't feel like you did no damage, but as you might imagine, slashing into literally what is a pile of snow is, it seems to be doing less damage than magic.
Right.
But still doing some. Are you moving, Moon Eye?
No, I'll stay right where I am.
Okay. It is now their turn. They are going to step here. And seeing that, Atka will move toward the Moonstone and start doing her thing. And this one...
Does Stu Drinker get an attack of opportunity on that one?
Nope, because it is still within his range.
Still engaged.
Yeah. I'm going to spend, let's see, 2 villain points.
No.
And as it moves forward, these 2 that have been damaged, you see their legs sort of like root to the ground, and snow like starts moving back up into them, like reforming the places where you guys had sort of chopped away or guiding bolted away. Not completely, but they're healing some. That's what that means. And I will. What did I write down for that? Sorry, I'll roll that in a second. I'll roll their attacks first so we can move on. Okay, so 1 attack, 2 attacks are going toward Stew Drinker. The first one is an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. And that does... Well, I'll go ahead and roll the second one to see if it hits, so I can roll all the damage at once. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then the last attack is going to Moon Eye for 7. So that's a miss on Moon Eye. But Stew Drinker is getting slammed twice. They seem a lot better at pounding things with their snow fists than they are at throwing snowballs. So this one, let's see. Stew Drinker, this is the damage that you will take half of.
Okay.
Or no, you just take half of everything that's not psychic, right?
Right.
Right. So let me just roll all of it. This is, don't freak out. I know this is a lot of dice, but it's from 2 separate attacks.
Okay.
So 17 in all.
Okay.
And then Moon Eye, you are gonna be targeted with some snowballs. They're gonna come flying toward you from behind. We'll see. These guys aren't very good at throwing, but maybe they'll get lucky. We've got 1. That's a 6, so nope. Then a 3, that's a super nope. And an 18. How about an 18? Okay.
That's it.
So the last one is going to do this much damage. Is 9 damage, 9 cold damage, as a snowball smacks you in the back of the head. And they also are going to heal for that much. Okay. And I gotta mark my villain points. Okay. Atka is going to start doing her Moon Maiden ritual. She moves over the stone and starts making motions and chanting things, and yeah, anyway, she does that. Stew Drinker, you are up.
Okay. Hacking away continuously, recklessly.
Oh, I should have been rolling with advantage on all of those.
Oh, well. Shoot. I'm
well,
sorry.
I guess they both hit anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You could have crit me, though.
Nah, that's okay.
18 to hit.
18 to hit, yes.
Okay, that'll be 16 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Going at it again. Natural 20!
Woo! Nice. Roll that extra damage.
18 points of slashing damage.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you're chopping this pile of snow down. And Moon Eye, you are up.
I am going to call on the Moon Maiden
I should say
to
that these guys moved too.
bring her spirits of the Twilight Realms to aid us. For some reason it won't let me. cast Spirits of Twilight. It just won't let me share it with you. Oh, there it is. It's the one where the spirits of all the Twilight animals fly around.
Yeah. Okay.
So I need a 15
around
foot.
a distance of 15 feet around you. Okay.
Yep.
I will do that.
There, it will not affect Stew Drinker or myself or the stag.
Okay.
The other ones, they have half their speed, and they take 3d8 radiant damage when they're in it.
Okay. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Perfect. So these spirit animals start running around you in a fury. And is it the first time on a turn? Okay, so it'll do that on its turn.
Yep.
Are you moving?
If I'm
You are an
there.
op attack. Oh, okay. That works. Okay. It is their turn, so I will go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for this guy who is in the thick of it. Believe it or not, guys, they're not very wise.
It's hard number 16.
Yeah, fails. So it'll take go ahead and roll the damage it takes.
11.
Nice.
11. Nice. It does not seem to be able to resist this kind of damage. And it's like falling apart, but it is still barely holding itself together, and it's gonna get off these attacks before it dies. So it's gonna try and hit you, Mooneye.
Okay.
And so coming at you with an 11 first. That
Misses.
is not gonna hit. A 15
Misses.
and a 9. Man, so
Misses.
bad. Okay.
Ooh.
Snowballs are coming in. The snowball brigade is still throwing away.
You have advantage against me.
That's true. So the one closest to you is tossing it your way. That is only a 14 though.
That misses.
Okay.
Whoa.
Another one coming at Mooneye, 17.
That hits.
Okay, and then I'll just roll the final one. A 14, which is gonna miss. So Mooneye, you're gonna get hit with one single snowball. You're busy dodging all of these slam attacks, and a snowball just come and clips you in the face. That much damage. So 9 damage, and you need to make a concentration check to hold on to your Spirits of Twilight.
Mm-hmm. And what is? I've actually never had to roll one.
It is a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
DC
Thanks.
10 or half
Yep.
the damage you took, whichever's higher, which in this case would be 10.
And I have a +1 to it because I have that ring of concentration.
Nice.
So that would be a 10.
Okay, right on the money. Also with
Ooh.
chat, you're okay
Yeah,
too.
with
So
chat.
you're able to hold on to your Spirits of Twilight. Very nice. I'm still sitting on villain points, so I'm going to dump 2 more. And this guy's gonna start sucking snow back in.
Right.
And it's gonna heal up. Okay. Atka seems like she is finished at this moonstone with whatever she was doing, and is going to start moving 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. I guess she'll go ahead and dash. No, she's gonna hold her dash until she has a totally clear path toward the thing. So Stew Drinker, go ahead. It is your turn.
Okay. Taking another reckless swing at this one. Hopefully I'll be able to catch up to Atka. 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm. That'll hit.
For 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. It's still hanging on.
Right. That'll be 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
14 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to say, brother, I'm going to leave this one to you. I don't want Atka to get hurt. And I'm going to start to move and provoke an opportunity attack as I leave.
And it will indeed try and hit you. Were you recklessly attacking?
Yes.
It crits.
All right.
There's the nat 20. So 2. Okay, so okay. Did I do that math right? Now I'm second guessing myself suddenly. Yes, I did. I think I should have rolled more the last time you were hit twice. That's okay. 21 damage.
Okay.
Is it? Bam! It gets you really good.
All right. Stew Drinker will stagger a little bit, but continue forward to make sure Atka's okay.
I'm really enjoying chat's narration of this fight. The snowballs aren't doing actual damage. It's just hurting your egos to be hit by snowballs. and it's going. Some of it's going down the back of shirts, and it's really uncomfortable and unpleasant. That's really funny. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Mooneye, you're up.
Do we roll for damage on him?
Oh.
On his action?
Good. It's only been up for one turn, right? Or no, we've been around again, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
So we did not, so go ahead.
You gotta roll wisdom first, right?
The first time, hang on, infected creatures, and when the creature enters the area on a turn or starts its turn there, yes, I do. I do indeed. That is a definite fail.
12 damage.
Okay, you'll go ahead and finish it off. So, sorry for the little bit of cheese, but
okay.
Well, it works out. You guys will be fine. It melts. No, it kind of just like crumbles. I don't know. Whatever a snow construct would do. So you can now take your full turn, Mooneye.
Okay. I am gonna move there, so he's in my circle.
Nice.
But I'm gonna shoot this one.
Okay.
With Radiant Blast again. Guiding Bolt, I mean.
Cool.
14?
Yes.
16 with the chat. That hits. And 14 damage, Radiant.
Okay. Also, the first time when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn. Okay, never mind. Wait, on a turn? Or so would I roll for the guy who just entered now?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
There's a turn, yeah.
These kinds of spells always confuse me, to be honest.
Yeah.
The way it's worded. Okay, so 14 damage, radiant damage to the one over here, right? This guy?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, I'll do that first. And then I'll make a wisdom saving throw for this guy. That is 14.
It's 16.
Oh, because you're blessed
'Cause
today.
I'm blessed. Yep.
Nice.
And he takes
Nice.
17 radiant damage.
Whoa.
A lot of damage. Okay. Very good. And you moved and you did your thing, so now it is them. Let's see. 10. 10. 10. Alright. I'll do the snowball men first. Yeah, I think they're focused on you right now, Moon Eye.
I don't know if it matters, but his speed is half because he's inside the circle.
Ooh, it does matter. So he would get there. So he'll go ahead and target you with a snowball instead.
Oof.
These guys are real slow. They're like zombies. Okay, that's only an 8. And
That
then
misses.
next one is a nat 20, a critical
Oh.
snowball.
Oh no.
Critical snowball. Okay, this one, we'll
Has
say
ice
it.
in it.
Yeah. But we'll say it came from this guy because he's still pretty healthy, and he just, he snuck some rocks in the snowball, like, you know how kids do sometimes, and it's just real mean and nasty.
No.
Yeah, not cool. Okay, I'll just go ahead and roll the last attack real quick just to see. And the last one is gonna miss, so I will roll the critical damage from the snowball. That is 14.
I'm gonna roll Stone's Endurance.
Okay. You just take it.
14.
Whoa.
He just
Oh, perfect.
blows up chest.
Cool. Okay, I think. Can you link in Stone's Endurance for me really quick?
Yep.
When you take damage, you can use it to reduce damage once per long rest. Okay, so I think you do still need to make a concentration check.
Okay.
Because it doesn't negate the damage, it just reduces it. So I think you
Yep.
are technically still taking damage. Okay.
8, 9 with icy concentration plus if we're still have the chat.
Chat's still on.
We do.
Oh, yes.
So 11.
Yeah. Okay. Chat is swinging it my way right now, though. So enjoy it while
Right.
you have it.
Yeah. Oof.
Okay. Yes. So you're able to hold on to it. Cool. I'm gonna use some villain points because I've got them, and I have a feeling that Hexeter is about to give me more. We'll see. So I am going to 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna actually go ahead and use 4 villain points. Do. Da. To heal both of these guys.
Ooh.
Man.
Brutal.
Okay. So the he doesn't get more than his max. He can only soak up so much snow. Okay. There we go. So this guy and this guy here in front of you both start putting themselves back together as they siphon snow up from the ground. And you hear this like whisper through the wind of this place. It's not really wind per se, but you hear this icy whisper that just says, "You will never leave here. You are done meddling with my plans." And it is Atka's turn. She feels a bit safer now to head toward the circle. And she will get there. And I believe that was just one. Yeah, okay. So she's going to start her ritual. And Stew Drinker, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna move up to this one right here, just in case there's any tomfoolery towards Atka. And I'm gonna take some swings, some reckless swings. Can I ask if that voice, that whisper on the wind, sounded familiar at all?
I'm trying to think. Whoa. Is that a nat 1 I see?
Oh, but thankfully I'm swinging recklessly.
Oh, there's the advantage. Okay. Oh, I wasn't looking at the other dice. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry, I was clarifying with backstage because I was like, I just used 4 villain points. I should be at 1. And then I was informed that I have been replenished 4. So chat is in the thick of battle, just like we are. 14 will hit.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, and you want to try and recognize the voice?
Yeah, if it sounds like someone who we've encountered before. We've heard that voice before.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh, okay. And 12 damage for that first swing against this snow buddy.
Snow buddy?
Snow buddy.
He's not
That'll
acting
be
like a buddy right now.
18 insight.
I'm trying to remember if you guys have heard this voice before or not.
If it's who I think it is, I don't think we have.
It's so I don't think you have heard it, but you can probably guess, Stew Drinker, that this is the Frostmaiden. Seeing as the warnings that Atka gave you about her icy grip on this whole place, and how it extends to the spiritual realm as well. So.
Okay.
And you guys have sort of been meddling with things like her sacrifices and her druids, and she probably isn't a big fan of you guys.
Yeah.
The 24 will hit to hit this snow buddy though.
Be less of a fan of us now.
Yeah.
All right, that's just 9 points of damage.
Okay. Whoops.
And that'll be it for Stew Drinker.
Okay, Moon Eye.
Moon Eye. I'm gonna heal myself with a Cure Wounds 1 level higher, so 2d8, so 11 points, and then I'm gonna step there.
Haha! Catch me if you can. That's what Moon Eye's saying. All right. Okay. Oh, and those were your actions. So, it is starting its turn in your little circle of doom. So he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. That is 2.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
15 damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
That does a good chunk there. However, it is going to move out of that circle and turn its attention towards Stew Drinker.
Right.
And what do the other ones want to do? I think the other ones, they're just gonna keep moving and throwing snowballs. So I'll 1 snowball coming at Moon Eye. Well, no, 2 snowballs.
Okay.
You see that your spirit animals are scurry, so they're trying to hit you in the face. That's a 6, so
Misses.
nope, and a 12. Nope.
Misses.
They have big lobby arms and they're very not dexterous. However, this one is going to try and slam down on Stew Drinker.
Advantage.
With advantage. So the first one's a 14. Second one is a dirty 20. And third one is 22.
14 will miss.
Okay, so you will get hit twice. And I didn't roll the correct amount of damage last time, but that's okay.
Uh-oh.
I will this time. This is in all 24 damage.
Okay.
So it just Pound, pound, pound. And I do have some more villain points. So, do I want to use them right now? I think I do. I'll go ahead and use 2. And this guy will soak up some more snow. Okay. Oh, I just definitely put minus instead of plus. So
Oh no.
killed him for a minute. Hey, Atka is doing her ritual, and Stew Drinker, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna take one step in this direction and recklessly swing at this thing again.
Swing away.
Right, 23 to hit.
Yes.
Sweet. 18 points of damage.
Nice.
Max. And I'll go for a second one.
Okay. Yes, that'll hit.
26.
These guys are easy to hit. Great big snow.
Minimum
bags.
this time, 8
Oof.
points of damage.
Wow, that's a huge swing going from
Yeah.
18 to 8 damage.
And I'm gonna look back at Atka and yell, How are things going over there?
I just need 2 more. She looks like she is finishing this stone
All right,
and getting ready to move to the next one.
perfect. That'll be it for Stew Drinker.
Okay, would you like to move or are you going to stay here?
I'll stay right here.
Perfect. Moon Eye, you're up. Getting it back on those guys.
Yep.
Very cool.
So I'll go on both of them, and I will
So 2 wisdom saves for me.
use my last guiding bolt. I guess.
Damaged guy is a 9. Non-damaged guy is a 3. 2 fails.
2 fails. So I'll roll the damage for those. One of them takes 12.
We
The
can
other one
just...
takes 16.
Okay. I'll just use the 16 for both, since
Okay.
they both failed.
Okay. And then I'm going to hit this one here that hasn't been hit before until now with a guiding bolt.
Okay, well, this one goes down underneath a mob of radiant woodland animals. Is that what this looks like, by the way? Just these, like, squirrels and rabbits and foxes, like...
Yeah, their spirits just swirl all around, strike owls, everything that comes at twilight. They strike through them.
Okay, Guiding Bolt, 13 will hit, and that is 8 radiant damage. Very nice. Moon Eye's the big damage dealer in this fight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
'Cause he's got those spells going. All right.
Mhm.
It is now their turn. So will this guy now make another wisdom saving throw because it's starting its turn there? Is that how, am I reading that correctly?
I read it that way too, but it seems a little bit too powerful.
Well, failed.
Oh yeah, or starts his turn there. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll again.
Snap.
$13.
Hey, Hexeter's back at it. Hexeter does not want these snow buddies to die. The snow buddies need help, chat. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me see here. What does this one want to do? Okay, it's just gonna dash up to you. And then... that one will move a little closer and throw a snowball. Hiya! Snowball attack. That is a critical failure.
Yes.
That little snowball is so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. I'm not used to being affirmated, but that wouldn't have helped. It's just a nat one. He just is bad and horrible. But I did get some more villain points, and I'm gonna go ahead and use them. Let's see. I've got 5. I'm gonna go ahead. Let me just look at this thing really quick. Okay. I'm going to dump all 5 right now, actually. And form a new snow buddy. I'll just use one of the dead ones since they're around. And I'll say a new snow buddy appears here next to Stew Drinker. It won't take a turn. It's taken its turn forming from the snow.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Moon Eye, in case it comes up, you have found a fancy brooch. Which, since we're not really in a social encounter right now, and we didn't change the items, I'm going to say that you can use it to cast. Basically, you can use a charge, like one of its charge, to cast command one time.
Okay.
So that happens. And it is now Atka. She's going to make a break for it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 75, 80. Okay, run, Atka, run. Stu, you're up.
Right. In that case, Stew Drinker, I'm going to take another attack of opportunity. I'm going to move to make sure that this nobody doesn't get any ideas to try to go after Atka. So
Okay.
Give it to me. Ah,
With advantage still?
I think so, yeah.
Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
So here's your damage. That's 13 for you.
All right.
All right.
So,
You can continue your move.
here we go. So after taking a walloping from this nobody, Stew Drinker is going to stay focused, run forward, see where Atka is, position himself in between, and take a swing at this guy. Recklessly, of course.
Of course.
26.
Stew Drinker knows no other way to swing.
Yeah. 14 points of damage for the first one.
Okay.
23 to hit for the second one. 17 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay. And that'll be it for Stew Drinker.
Okay. This thing is falling apart before your eyes. And Moon Eye, it is your turn now.
So I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
Does that give it an attack?
Mm-hmm.
Attack.
That is a 16?
16 just hits.
Okay. Wow. I'm affirmated for once. Chat did that to you, Moon Eye. That is 14 damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make that concentration check.
Yep.
Let's see.
17.
17. Yeah. Oh, right. Your ring. Yep. You got it.
Okay.
And then this guy needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
They both do.
So this guy will on his turn because he was already in
because
the
he was
area.
already in there. Yeah.
Wisdom. 6. Go ahead and roll your damage.
11.
Okay.
And this one over here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use that command and tell him to sit.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sit.
Just give us a round where he's not doing much.
All right. I nat 20'd my wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
It was bound to happen eventually with all these
Yep.
wisdom saving throws I'm rolling. That's the
Yeah.
only way these guys have any chance of passing. Is that nat 20. So the villain point infused snow buddy is just coming in with extra determination to destroy you guys. He will have no such command shouted at him.
On stubborn snowball.
Okay, it is their turn. This guy will make another wisdom saving throw. That is a 12, which is a miss.
Takes 14.
Okay. Oh, wrong tab. The downsides of being a tab hoarder. Okay. Minus 14. There we go. They are going... Well, this one is right next to Stew Drinker and is just going to... Oh, it also has to make a wisdom saving throw. I forgot.
Hmm.
So may not live to see its turn. You guys, I literally got
We'll
a
see.
0. It says 0 because it's net, like it has a negative modifier.
Yes.
I don't think that's even
19
possible,
damage.
but yeah, it's gone either way. So another snow buddy bites this snow. But there are still these two up. And they're gonna start moving. 5, 10, 15, 20. And it'll dash to get there. All right, they both dash.
He's at half speed.
Yeah, so he dashed.
Okay.
Okay. Atka is going to reach the Moonstone. And Stew Drinker, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna move so that I'm between the snow golem and Atka. Start hacking away at this one. $15 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That'll be 12 for that first swing.
Okay.
Second swing, 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for the second one as well.
Very nice. All right.
That'll be
Guessing
it
you're
for
chilling
Stew
there.
Drinker.
Oh, I guess you
Yep.
already kind of moved a bit.
Yes, indeed.
Moon Eye, you are up.
Yep.
You're gonna take an off attack.
Yep.
That is an 18 to hit.
That's a hit. My concentration check. I got an 18.
Okay. You take 10 damage. And that one will make a wisdom saving throw. 6.
11 damage. I'm gonna do a cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
Two points. Oh no, 5.
Yeah.
That's my bonus.
5. Okay. Man, let me see. What is your thing called again? Your spell?
It's called Spirit of Protection, maybe? I don't remember.
Spirits of Twilight? Is that what it was
Well,
called?
that's what I called it.
Oh,
But it's not
got
actually
it.
what it's called.
Oh, Spirit Guardians.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians. There it is.
Oh. Okay. I'll have to have it in the area. Force timer starts before turn or starts his turn there. Must make a wisdom saving throw. I'm gonna have to do some more. I'm fine playing it the way we've been playing it, but I'm gonna have to look into what the internet has said about that, because that does feel like super strong.
Yeah,
that you basically get to do damage twice without them doing anything about it.
Yep.
That's fine though. These are just snow buddies. You guys were hopefully gonna kill them anyway. Wow, 16
What's that?
to save.
Oh, he saved.
Wow,
I have a
saved
16.
on his own volition. Look at that. Do they take half? Yes, half as much damage. Okay. I will save for the other one as well. Other one fails. So go ahead and roll your damage.
12.
So 12 to the one and then 6 to the other. Dun, dun, dun. Minus 6. Okay. This one will get up to you, and then this one will step over here and swing at you, Mr. Stew Drinker, with some advantage.
Yep.
Okay, first one, 21 to hit you.
That's a hit.
Second is another 21, and
That's
finally I'm not affirmated right now, am I? No. A 16.
16 will also hit.
Okay, so 3 hits coming at you. That is 3, 6. Okay. I'm rolling it all at once.
I will be using my Stone's Endurance on this.
Oh, okay. So then I will separate out the attacks, since I think you can only, like, it'll be one triggering attack, if that makes any sense. Okay, so here's the first one.
Great,
18.
I'm using it.
Okay.
Drops
So
it down to 9.
Negating 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I will roll the rest. Did I do that? Oh, hang on. Take 4 more off of that, because I added too much with the modifier.
Oh, okay.
And then here's the rest. 28 total.
Right.
How's Stu looking?
Still okay.
Okay.
Still okay.
He's had better days, maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Hexeter thinks that Spirit Guardians is an either-or thing. When the creature enters the area for the first time on turn or starts its turn there.
That's what I would
No,
think is to, except it says "and" in the description.
It must make a wisdom saving throw. when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. But it does seem like both of those would apply. It's fine. We can kill the snow buddies and I'll look it up later. It is... Oh, I didn't switch the thing. Okay, so they went. Atka is starting to move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 40. 25, 30, 35, 40. And Stew Drinker, you are up.
Right. I'm gonna use a bonus action to use my last rage for the day.
Ooh.
Just to survive
burning
these
through 'em, yeah.
snow buddies, goodness. But here we go. Recklessly attacking this one. Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right,
Nice.
let's see it.
Okay, that'll be 21 points of damage.
Oh, okay, you just get it.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So you, well, go ahead and describe it.
All right. So, I'd say maybe recognizing that these snow buddies have been able to draw from the snow to regenerate, Stew Drinker is gonna try to like wind it up like a home run at bat, and hit
Super
like
Smash Brothers.
Oh, yeah,
Ness
yeah.
Pat right here.
absolutely, and like take a swing not like with the cutting edge, but with like the side, and try to just essentially knock it off of the snow up into a tree, where it like just kind of hits the top, and then you just see its little snowman head at the top.
Yeah, so you hit it into we'll say you hit it into this tree over here, and like, you know, snow will fall down if you hit a snow-laden tree, and that is basically what happens. Except you are throwing like a giant snowball at a snow-laden tree.
Yeah.
So all the
Excellent.
snow just comes tumbling down. And you have a move left.
Okay. I'm gonna move 5, 15. I'm gonna move right here and say, brother, are you doing okay?
I have been better, but I will be fine.
Good. Let's finish this together.
Yes.
And that'll be it for Stew Drinker.
Okay, Moon Eye. Just one more snow buddy up.
Mm-hmm. Say that. I guess I'll just swing my large stone hammer.
Okay.
Or not.
13 will hit for 7 damage. How do you want to do it?
Do they have something like they're golems? So is there something that's like their center that the snow builds around, or is it just like this?
Just sort of a mass of snow. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna just. Oh, it's next to me. This is gonna be the bear hug time. I'll just hit it and then grab and squeeze with my warm body, and hopefully bear
melt
swims
it.
out of existence.
There we go.
You just bonk it and then tackle the
Grab on.
snow.
Yep, tackle it down.
Okay. So with that, you knock out the last snow buddy. Atka is able to head to the last moonstone, and you see a wind kind of comes through I guess we don't need the super intense music. We can go back to our dreamy, beautiful music. But the breeze sweeps through, and what misshapen forms of the snow buddies there are left to kind of pass away. And as soon as Atka's finishing, like meditating over this moonstone, the one at the center here starts to glow with this dim moonlight. And you, Moon Eye, feel the presence of the Moon Maiden, and Atka comes toward the center to guide you home. But as you guys move toward the center, you feel that breeze come again, and it chills you this time to your core, and you hear that voice again whisper through the wind. I see I will have to send something stronger next time. I won't make that mistake again. And the voice chills you to your core, and it disappears with the breeze. And Atka thinks it's a good idea to get out of here. So she guides you through the portal, and production, we can hop back to our wonderful RP screen because we're done with the battling for now. And she walks you back across the frozen lake, sort of through this nothingness place, back to your bodies, basically, laying on the lake. And she says, you have done well. The Moon Maiden is pleased. There is hope if the Goliaths can stand together against the Dwergar threat. Then, well, it might just be possible. And she glances at you, Moon Eye. And your personal mission may yet be successful.
It will be.
She glances back at Stew Drinker and says, I hope so. Before she walks away, you may not recall this tomorrow morning, but wait until the new moon, and you will be given these visions back, piece by piece, so as to not overwhelm your mortal minds.
Thank you, cousin.
Atka nods and turns and trots off back across the frozen lake. Welcome, Raiders. I didn't see that till now. Hello. Thanks for joining us. You've come right in time to see the peaceful, happy ending as, I guess, Stew Drinker and Moon Eye, any final words you guys would like to say to each other before you settle back into your bodies for the night?
It's been an honor to travel in these realms with you, brother. And I hope we will do it again.
Yes. It was a little jarring at first, but if we can accomplish so much in those realms, then I'm eager to see what we can do next time.
Yes. And when we do remember this, we will speak more of you sharing your musk with that woman. I have many suggestions.
All right. Thank you, brother.
All right. You settle back in to your bodies and wake up the next morning with, as Atka said, although you don't remember this, with no memory of the dream. I suppose maybe your only memories are just maybe feel a bit more tired than you normally would in the morning. You feel like you had a fitful night's rest.
That is strange
just
for the
drained.
icy winds of the lake to be so uncomfortable.
Usually I love it out here. Yeah. So,
Feels like I slept in a bed last night.
that's my sneaky little DM excuse for why you guys then tromped through town and did that whole show without remembering any of this happening. So maybe next time or the next couple times you long rest, maybe you'll start recalling some of this grand dream adventure. So that's where we'll go ahead and wrap up tonight, guys. Thanks, Goliath brothers, for joining me tonight. This was fun. A good little side quest is always a good time.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Good.
thank you, Tori.
Yeah, and we got to open up the backstory of this Goliath feud, and hopefully you guys did in fact help. Hopefully you helped enough to overcome Haskell's, what is sure to be Haskell's, offending speech to the Goliaths if you guys ever make your way over to their camps. Hopefully you've done enough good groundwork that even Haskell can't mess it up for you. But we'll see. I think Chase would consider that a challenge, so maybe let's not spread that around.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat, for joining us tonight. You guys were a lot of fun. Thanks for all the villain points, all the hero points. You guys helped a ton during the little goat ball exercise and during the final battle. It was a lot of fun streaming tonight, and we'll be back next week with our normal crew. We'll get to see the conclusion of, if you didn't tune in last week, you have time now to watch that. Well, I guess we got to get it uploaded to YouTube, but hopefully you tuned in last week, and we'll see the conclusion of the great show you guys put on in the town square, and if that was an overall good thing for the people or not. But we will find out when Chase and Em are back. Okay, so with that, I'll go ahead and wrap us up. If you would like to support our channel, you can, of course, follow or subscribe here on Twitch. I saw a couple new people, I think, in chat tonight. That was super fun to see you guys. We would love for you to come back. You can also follow us over on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. On YouTube, we are starting to make a big effort to get our old VODs uploaded there, so keep your eyes on that to see our old episodes of Frostgeeks, as well as our other shows, if you want to tune into those. You can also show your support by purchasing dice and accessories from one of our affiliate partners. You can find down below. And you'll also find our Patreon link down there if you so desire to become a patron. I think that's all the things. We're just running through the list here. Okay, if you're already doing all of these things, or just one of these things, we really appreciate it, and we love you guys. We love seeing you come back stream after stream. It's really fun. So thanks for all your support. And you can also join our Discord if you're new around here. Go ahead and hop in that channel. There's a lot of cool people there who are sharing art and food and funny memes and all kinds of cool things. So you can join us there. Now, go take a long rest. Always aim for the face in goat ball, and we'll catch you next time.